Well, life insurance is a topic that no one really enjoys talking about.
And it's something most people think they only need when they're older and when they die.
But that's actually wrong, okay? We got Iveth Delgado, independent life insurance broker, and she's here to set the record straight. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I'm excited to be here.
Happy to have you here.
So this is a conversation that people try to avoid. However, it's because they don't know much about it or they feel like it's an unnecessary bill. You're saying that's wrong.
Yes, definitely. So life insurance is there to protect your family in case someone passes away. You know, it's a peace of mind. That's the last thing you want to think about in case someone passes away is the finances. How are you, what's going to happen? What's going to happen if you have a mortgage? How are you going to pay for the funeral expenses?
Now, we know that, when you're not knowledgeable about a certain area or just kind of, new to it, you make mistakes. So what's the common mistake that most people do?
Oh, well, since sitting a lot with my clients, I've realized a common mistake is not having life insurance at all. Not knowing where to start. That's the first thing. And second, I think it's just not having the life insurance and also not having enough coverage if they do have life insurance. Because remember, every day, every year, it changes. You're not in the same place. So say if you got married, or they never updated their policy, or if they had a child, they never added their child. And also there can be instances where they're paying too much for their insurance. So that's why it's always good to speak to a professional, a licensed professional, and see what options there is for them to fit their needs. Because your needs change every year, every month. You might get a new job, you never know.
You need to make sure it's being reviewed.
Yes.
Annually is enough,
Annually,
you think? Okay.
Some clients do every 6 months, some clients do annually. It just depends on your professional, and that's why I personally feel like having that bond with the client. I call them and say, hey, how is it going? Are there any changes? No, I'm fine, okay. Or else they'll reach out to me and be like, hey, we're expecting. When should we contact you? And I will let them know, okay, well then just enjoy it, have fun, have your family, and then give me a call after,
I literally just got life insurance, but you're telling me that there's also a difference between living life insurance.
Yes, so we're so used to some of my clients that say, well, life insurance is just for death.
Right.
But remember, there are terminal illness, there's cancer, heart attacks, strokes. So in that instance, you can also use your life insurance to pay for your medical bills, depending on the type of insurance. That's why I say not every insurance is the same. It depends how it was structured, and that's why I really advise you to call your life insurance, professional broker, and make sure they're licensed and they tell you, yes, this is what can do or not, and that way they guide you to do it. That way you avoid mistakes doing it,
So if you're a parent, you have kids, what kind of benefits are out there for getting a life insurance on your children? Because that's very important, right?
Yes, it is. Being a mom, it was one thing I was kind of hesitant talking about. I've realized that with my clients, there are options of having a life insurance as a child as they grow. One, no one wants to think about this as me being a mom, just thinking about your child passing away. Covers expenses.
Right.
But also there are college planning for their future. Or it can be created for long-term, use it for long-term
Savings.
Savings, yes. And then that way when they're older, they can decide, hey, they want to keep the policy or not. And just remember, I have clients that grandparents have life insurance for their grandchildren.
Yeah. So basically, it's still a good way to invest in other things. It's not just about the unthinkable.
Yes, and that's why I say every client is different.
Yeah.
Every policy is different. The way it's structured, no one has the same type of life insurance.
Okay, and let me ask you this real quick. What if your employer offers life insurance? Should we invest with them or should we look elsewhere? Should you do both?
I would do both, but if it fits your needs.
Okay.
It would be good also to find out. Every employer is different. So some employers, what I find out with my clients, the employee pays for it, which is awesome. Some employers pay for the life insurance. I would say go for it, Other employers, you have to pay your own life insurance. Now that's when you say, okay, well, let's look for other options. So you find yourself a licensed insurance broker and you say, hey, what are my options? How can we structure this? Does this life insurance for my job fit me better? Or do you have other options that would fit my family and my needs.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, no, this is important stuff that people are trying to navigate. I'm just going through it personally in my life, and I know you have a child, so a lot of questions here. Thank you.
Yes, no, thank you.
If you would like to sit down one-on-one with Iveth, contact her at 630-888-1767, or you can send her an email. It's right there on your screen, iveth117@gmail.com.